Moin Leute, Bo's here. This is something new I haven't really done, but I watched Wambu's video on his favorite Pokemon and I was like, I know what my top 3 favorite Pokemon are, but all of them are Paldea Pokemon. What is specifically my top 10 for all the generations? So I sat down, went on Tier Maker and quickly ranked all of the original 151 on the tier list. Some of those did surprise me, but I figured that from doing so many Nuzlocke runs since last year, I've grown more fond of these. Like before I even started recurrent Flintlock, I did not really care about the Starly line. The fact that Topaz made such an endearing character out of that sold me on it. Anyways, let's get right into this, because I know a lot of you folks watching have a bad attention span. So, remember how I said that my Nuzlocks made me appreciate some Pokemon more? This is one of those cases. Number 10, Drowsy. I am as surprised as you are, dear viewer, but thanks to being the Drowsy, now a Hypno, I have appreciated this one on a whole nother level. Played by my good friend Arson5, this wacky character he's playing sold me on it more by the fact that he just looks like that. I know that line specifically gets a bad rap, especially because of that creepypasta and some certain art pieces, although that mostly involves Hypno and not its previous evolution. Hypno did it at A tier for me, still because of that reputation, hence why we are not talking about it today. But I don't know, I am indifferent to a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon, I realized, so finding a top 10 was actually a tad tough here. Drowsy lands here because I think it looks funny. It reminds me of a Kinder Surprise egg, and I'm not the only one who thinks that. You see for future videos how much the Gen 4 Friendlock made me change my mind on a lot of Pokemon. The fact that this walking dream-eating egg has personal beef with Poke-Satan is just plainly hilarious. I don't know what to tell you. You got anything to add, Bean?
Fuck, done! Damn it!
Oh, you know how there's two categories of dragon types. On the one hand, you have these beings of pure rage and destruction. And then you have what I call a bundle of joy. That includes the Goomy line, Drampa, and of course, this fella. Number 9, Dragonite. Yep, that's right, the only dragon type of this generation is in my top 10. Who would have guessed? But can you blame me? Look at him. He is friend-shaped. I myself haven't gotten around to watch Pokemon Germany, so I don't know much about Ash's Dragonite, but I know it's more in character for the Mon, and Iris's was just kind of a prick, if I remember correctly. Because in the Pokedex it does say Dragonite is a kind-hearted Pokemon, so I don't know what his issue was. It has overall good stats, but I never gotten around to use it much in my Nuzlocke runs, simply because as it's a pseudo-legendary, it evolves in the mid-50s, which makes me realize how long I am stuck with Jay the Bagon currently. Also, it got revealed that Dragonite will get a Mega Evolution, just look at him. He looks stupid. Silly Dragonite, why you got them wings on your head? That's not where they go. Moving on. I have a plushie of this one. Number 8, Eevee. I'm gonna be completely honest, Eevee is my favorite evolution. I see the appeal for the other ones, but nothing beats the original, nothing beats the classic. It's such a simple design, and yet you can fully tell what type of animal it is. It is a dog? It is a cat? It's some type of fox? Who cares? It's Eevee. I want one as a pet, and it bothers me that you are not real. Game Freak, you're rich enough. Can't you genetically engineer one to life with all the funds from Eevee merch alone? Additional notes I have are that my friend Miss and her girlfriend's official ship name is Eevee, and I think that's adorable. There is this one animation the official Pokemon Instagram hasn't posted that sold me more on the idea of it being more dog-like. And my plush Eevee still needs a name, so comment with a name suggestion. The one with the most likes will be its new name. Please pick something good. I'm looking at you, Gregory, suggesting the name of the Austrian painter. I might be a basic bitch, to be honest. Number 7, Lapras. Pretty sure a lot of people have Lapras on their top 10 list, but can you blame them? It's a pretty solid design. The Gigantamax form looks somewhat good, and unlike that one tidbit that they were nearly going extinct but due to people breeding him, hey, there are more common now. This is also one where my personal experience comes in. After Oscar Mayer the Gyarados got killed in an attempt of me training up for the Elite Four, don't question my naming choices, I suck at naming things. Tool the Lapras took the place as the water coverage for the team. He did a stellar job and carried my last stretch of the run pretty well. Not as much as 2 other candidates on this list, but they did their job. Also, there's a pretty decent stats. There's a reason everyone uses it once you get to that self-co. Goosebusters! They're back in town! Number 6, Gengar. The only fully evolved ghost type in Gen 1, and I wasn't even able to use it because I can't trade anything. Hey Game Freak, bring back the link cable item so I can use this guy in the future. You see that some picks here were rather obvious. This being the second or fourth one, depending on which ones you want to count as obvious. Gengar's textbook's definition of, if not friend, then why friend-shaped? Pokédex entry says stuff like that he hides in your shadow and that his hiding will cause the area around it to cool down. It wishes to have a traveling companion, so it tries to create one by taking the lives of other humans. Gee, are we talking about a Pokemon here or about my ex-wife? Am I right, folks? But her aim is getting... Anyways, Gengar's great. It got a fully stocked Shenanigans moveset with stuff like Hypnosis, Confuse Ray, Curse and Hex, and can also deal some decent damage normally with Nightshade and Shadow Ball. Also like both its transformations. Mega Gengar ups its speed and special attack up a decent chunk, and it's doing its best Guzzlord impression for its Gigantamax form. I do hope I get the chance to use one in the next Nuzlocke season when the randomizer's on my side for once, because that would probably make it break the top 5. No thoughts, head empty. Number 5, Slowpoke. I love Slowpoke. It's such a simple design, but I can't tell you exactly what it is supposed to be. There's an excellent video that goes deeper into detail here on how Slowpoke can be an entire category of Pokemon where you can't tell fully what animal they are based on. Another reason that I like this guy is that he's a bit behind. Give him some time, he'll give you an answer to your question in approximately 2 to 3 business days. There's this artist I found on Twitter called Paco, sorry for butchering that, and a guy called D-Tier Translator who is translating all the stuff into English so non-Japanese people can read them. They had a comic series for a while about the trainer and the pet Slowpoke who would take almost an entire day to react to certain impulses. Oh my god, look at it, it's so gosh darn adorable. I also do enjoy the evolutions of Slowpoke, especially since currently I have a regular Slowking in my friendlock party. Ain't that right, General Kenobi? Also, I think the Galarian forms are pretty neat. They gave Slowbro a gun. Pokemon Gun was real the whole time. Well, before we move on to the next one, let me grab something to drink from my kitchen. My throat is getting dry from yapping so much. I wonder if I still have some root beer left. Oh god damn it, what? Oh god damn it, what is this? Number 4, Snorlax. Yep, another rather obvious pick. This personified roadblock inspired by the behavior of the Game Freak planner Koji Nishino. This guy is just made to leave an impression on you when you meet him. You have to go out of your way to find the flute to awaken him, and then he rightfully gets pissed at you, because I'd be mad as well if you wake me up on my day off. Snorlax is a notorious run-ender in Gen 1 and Gen 3 remakes. He's tanky, hits like a truck, and when you think, oh finally, he's almost down, this lazy oaf decides to get some shut-eye and heals himself up to full health. Snorlax is made to test your knowledge of the game. If you don't have a good strategy, this guy will fold you like laundry. I've heard of instances where the only option to prevent a full team wipe to some people was to catch this thing to stop its rampage. Of course, I had no problem with it, because I'm so good at the game.
Did you lose the Gyarados to an exploding Graveler?
Well, you see, the thing is... Smoke Bomb! Snorlax overall has a pretty solid design. It's still getting love from the devs with it both having its own personal Z move and a Gigantamax form, this time becoming the path it once blocked before. A well-earned number 4. You know, I wonder how many cat Pokemon or what dog Pokemon are gonna be in this final list. I can't really decide if I'm a cat or a dog person. This one's a point for the cat side though. Number 3, Meowth. Okay, genuinely, how can I rank this guy not here? Similar how the anime boosted Pikachu's popularity, the same can be applied to Meowth. This scheming feline who sounds like he learned English from watching The Godfather too much and only is able to use fairy swipes is a well-deserved number 3. And Game Freak agrees so as well, giving us a new regional form for 2 generations in a row, which it kinda bothered me that we didn't get one for Aldea. Like, come on, I thought at this point it would be tradition. Where's my regional Meowth? Once I like all the Meowth forms, and Berserker's a solid design. A lowland Persian looks like the persona of Mr. Mackey. Also Long Cat! A well-rounded Pokemon. I didn't use it personally, but I like its vibes. Those who are here for the red Nuzlocks know probably which ones are in the silver and gold spots here. I'll give you a couple of seconds to place your bets. Okay, if you guessed that this fella was a number 1, sorry, but you're lost. Number 2, Fearow. That's right, it's the GOAT himself, Captain Jack Fearow. This is possibly the guy that got bumped up the most from user bias, because holy hell, Drill Peck kills everything in Gen 1. Even shit that it's not effective against gets obliterated by the drill that pierces the heavens. Genuinely, once this guy hits level 34, he becomes unstoppable. 80 power, 100% accuracy, cuts like a hot knife through butter. Fun fact, as of me writing this, yesterday, me, Jason and Teach were watching the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy. I had to go to bed halfway through the second movie, but it's still a funny coincidence. But yeah, before my first Nuzlocke, I would have slotted this one into ones I don't have any feeling towards whatsoever. Interesting how such things change quickly. A well-deserved number 2. Listen, Game Freak, I am one of the few Firo fans out there. Please give me anything. This guy has got nothing over the last 2 decades, whilst Pidgeot got a gosh darn Mega Evo. I know there's an oversaturation of Gen 1 Pokemon in the Mega scene, but come on, give me something to this guy! Well, here it is. I reckon most of you have figured it out by now. Is this another one? I technically have a plush of. Number 1, Venusaur. It's Jeff! Look at him! This guy's become the mascot of this channel at this point. He's been my starter in 2 separate playthroughs of a counter-region based game, Infinite Fusion and Red. I was considering on if I ever make merch that a Jeff plush would be the thing I make. Then again, I have to consider how I do this, because Hervey would have to redesign him so I don't get lost to hell and back. Venusaur carried me even more than Firo did, and for a good reason. He has a perfect mix between dealing damage or stalling the heck out of the enemy with status moves and Leech Seed. The fact you can get a pretty cracked fusion early on in Infinite Fusion, if you fuse Pikachu with your Bulbasaur, is another nice addition. Venusaur's Sterling and Graphs moves add the ability to static and the capability of Stab Thunder, and this guy can kill anything. Another thing is that Bulbasaur is adorable. He was the first Poké plush I ever bought, not counting the Pikachu I once gifted my mom. He was still sitting on there on the cat post behind me. Ignore the minion. I got him at work for like $2 once. Also, Jeff is somewhat important in the overall channel lore if you keep up with Chaos's artist videos. The name Jeff made 750 come to a conclusion where 057 is. You should watch it. Link to the playlist is in the description. Genuinely, I had fun recording these. But yeah, that's the list. I know it's not much I have to say about the number 1 pick, fun enough. But long-time viewers should know that I love this guy. If you made it this far, thank you for your attention. Maybe leave a like or subscribe. We recently hit the big 100 on this channel. I can't thank y'all enough for this. This is Wu057, signing out.